What a beautiful morning. There's no sunshine, it's not particularly warm, but it is lovely and quiet here at Felixstowe Ferry. There's not much wind at all, no good for the yachties, but they're not out anyway, so it's just a very quiet place to be. And if you haven't been down to the ferry, I thought we'd come down just for today's little walk, see what it looks like. Also, I had a couple of messages from people who asked to have a look at the ferry because they haven't been able to get down here very often. It's only about, I suppose, 5 minutes in the car for me from home, but it does make a lovely change. I used to spend a lot of time down here in the dim and distant when I had a boat on the moorings here. And it's a lovely place. There's a lot of nice people here as well, so it's a good place to come. Amazing, amazing places. Let's just stop and get the picture a bit better. That's better. Nearly all the boats that are usually on the moorings are up in the boatyard. It's such a horrible thing for private businesses, isn't it, really? It's dreadful, really. Wow. Can I get around this side? No, I can't. I'll go up in the boatyard and cut through. Don't really want to have a big wander around the boatyard. Essentially because I should become all jealous and want to buy a boat, which I don't want to do financially at this point in my life. There's some lovely boats about the place. Take a look out here. What a beautiful place. What a lovely place we live in. There's a little comment from Jeannie and Jenny. And Mandy. And Mandy. What did it say? I'll read that. That's very true, isn't it? But so much lost to so many. It's very true. Go back out through the boatyard entrance. I just want to have a look as well. I put the developments that are happening actually at the ferry, where there's the houses and what used to be really little wooden huts, but they're not now. Winkle Seafood. Oh, it's a seafood store, isn't it? Yeah. They haven't got much going for them, have they, at the moment? has been developed quite a lot, really, hasn't it, over the last few years. Still one or two old-looking places, but they will doubtless get rebuilt at some point. And this one here is kind of new, isn't it? I don't know anything about this one. Massive, though, isn't it, really? See what's yeah. Let's just have a look at that. Yeah, Jeannie, it's one of the reasons I do it, really, because there are a lot of people who are ex-Felixstowians, perhaps live somewhere else in the country, and they miss it as a place to come. So it's a sad thing. But now, got these enormous places, haven't we? What was this? Good heavens. That looks pretty heavy duty, doesn't it? It's not what I remember from the ferry. I remember it quite well when it was much smaller houses, but there you go. If these people have got the money to spend, good luck to them, is what I say. I'll go up that way because it's a bit steep for me. We'll go up just and have a look at the estuary bit. We might as well enjoy a walk just up the seawall for a few minutes. Just look across there and you've got the sailing club boats. It's really sad that the guys who like sailing during the winter, and there are some of them mad buggers, excuse me, there are some of them, but they can't get out either. No, it's a bit sad for them. I have to say it's delightful down here. I'm really enjoying it, actually. The ferry boat in, of course, unable to open, sadly. Do like their fish and chips. And we've got that new house up there. I don't know whether it's a summer holiday home or what it is really, but looks quite odd in the background, doesn't it? I wish they'd insisted on maybe a proper pitched roof. I don't know, would have kind of fitted in better, but there you have it. And next door to that, of course, is the Victoria, which is, well, a sad sight. I think we'll look at that a bit closer in a minute. Let's just have a look and see what people are saying currently. I'm not gonna hello, dog. Just going to go up to the Martello, maybe a little bit beyond. Looks as if they're getting a bit of erosion here, looking from the netting and the posts, all blown down, of course. Just going to have a little look at the Victoria. because a few years, well, several years ago now, I guess, occasionally got taken out for a meal at the Victoria, which was really quite nice. It's just such a pity it stands there doing nothing. I guess at some point it will get sold for a huge lump of money. There you go, poor old Victoria. Wish it could get refurbished. Me too, actually. Jenny, I do wish it would. It's quite a sad sight, isn't it? It looks kind of very broken down there, doesn't it? But there you go. And then got the row of terraced houses. Along there. Looking very nice, in fact. People keep them in lovely condition, I must say. I think they're well impressive. As you can see, the sea is really pretty calm. The river mouth is very calm because it's of course got a bit of shelter from whatever breeze there is by the sands and by this bit of coast. I can't really see much tide. I don't know what the tide is doing. Looking out there, I think it's maybe ebbing a bit, but I'm not sure. If it's ebbing, it's near the end of the ebb. There's a fisherman down here, I guess he'll probably be able to tell me. Let's see what you've got to say, Joanne. Going to explore further now. Good on you. And whereabouts is this? Well, this is Felixstowe Ferry, which is just kind of at the other end of Felixstowe from the port. So it's down by the mouth of the River Devon. And just walking along maybe to the Martello Tower. And then perhaps I'll go back along the beach. We'll see how we feel. Very smart places, some of these, aren't they? I think you have to be a little bit envious, but not jealous, if you know what I mean. I'm surprised there aren't any. I'm surprised there aren't any big fences along here. I thought the Environment Agency fenced this at one point, but perhaps not. There we go. Gentleman doing a spot of fishing. Morning. Morning, sir. Is it low water?
Coming up to low water, yeah.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah.
I thought it looked very quiet. I didn't think there was any tide, you know.
I think low water is about 20 past 1.
Right. Well, I hope you catch something. Eh?
You're Felixstowe live.
I am.
Excellent.
Good man. What's your name, sir?
I did have a look at that.
Excellent. What's your name?
My name's Kevin.
Kevin. Well, nice to see you, Kevin. I hope you catch something, and I hope you catch something large enough to eat for your tea.
I'll be hungry otherwise.
Thank you, mate. Isn't that nice? Well, we hope you catch us something, because it would be a good thing to do on a day like today. Spot of fishing. You've got the beach huts along here. This is kind of, I suppose, this is really kind of quite exclusive, isn't it? You couldn't get one of these, I shouldn't think, for love nor money. I don't know what they sell for. But some of the beach huts in Felixstowe sell for an amazing amount of money. Just have a look at the sea. And this is where we come to the fences that were put up by, I'm not sure which agency put them up in the end, but there you go. Morning. Morning.
Hello.
It's lovely. Now, I have a friend who used to live here, and that's a lovely little chalet, I suppose you'd call it. Very nice. How are we doing out there in the world anyway? Let's see. Watch that puddle. Yes, I did actually. I walked around it. Get down here before the holiday makers get here in the summer. Well, yeah, I think so. Watch that puddle. And there's Louise Carr, who said she's moved here 3 months ago. Do you mean to the ferry or to Felixstowe, Louise? There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to stroll out, just turn around here, because I've always thought those houses look, that house, I'm not sure whether it's one house or what it is actually. I think it looks like it's one house, doesn't it? Big. Anyway, please keep to the sea wall. We will. Jeannie says it's tranquil. It certainly is, isn't it? I'm going to stop about here because I have stuff to do. But you might as well enjoy the walk back because it gives us a look in the opposite direction, doesn't it? Okay, let's just swing around. And now we're looking upstream, up the River Deben. Eventually, if you go up the River Deben far enough, you get to Woodbridge. I'm quite sad in a way not to have my boat down here because I had a boat down here for several years, and I have a very calm. I love it. I have a very calming voice. My goodness. Well, yes. And, let's just get that one. Yes, I do, and I've spent a lot of my life, well, not a lot of it, but I've spent quite an amount of my life on radio, both commercial radio and other radio. And I spent about 7 or 8 years doing a lot of actual TV, which was very entertaining. But that's a long time ago. Hello, John Cresswell.
Hello there, how are you?
Excellent, thank you, mate.
Long no see, mate. Good to see you.
Excellent. I'm on Facebook and on Facebook Live. And here's John Cresswell. He's a well-known crook. He's a good bloke, really. I like him. Strange, but very old. He's now what? You must be about 105, something like that, John. 75.
Absolutely.
You're older than me, then. I'm glad to see it.
Person, as you probably know,
You're a what person?
So I don't know any difference.
You're a what person? Vulnerable. I've always thought you were a bit vulnerable.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway,
is this your grandson?
This is my grandson, Guy. He's quite good.
It's nice to see you here, Guy, looking after the old geese. You take care.
All right, you too, mate.
That's John Cresswell, who started, of course, the volunteer rescue boat in Felixstowe. And we're both about the same age. Amazing, isn't it? Oh, well, I missed that. Sorry about that, Johnny. It's nice, isn't it? So we've seen Kevin, who's a Felixstowe Live follower, and we've just seen young John Cresswell, who we haven't said hi to. I'm really sorry about that, Johnny, but it's part of life switch pattern. We're going to go down the back here because it's a bit of this area that we don't often look at. So this house, as I said, I had a friend who lived here, and still know the lady. She's an excellent person. She treated me to 1 or 2 meals here when I was sailing at Felixstowe Ferry a long time ago. Heavens above. And I think this is a very cute little house with its brick bit on the back. Lovely. There we go. Thank you, Jenny. Forgiven. Nice to get forgiven occasionally, isn't it? Okay. So we'll keep going, and we'll just keep going back towards the car, which is on that bit of parking in front of the FBI ferry boat inn. There we go. Let's go around here. I don't really know whether there's a proper name for this bit of space. And this, of course, is the golf course. Up people go and play with their little white balls. Who said that? Rude person. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Hello, dog. I do like dogs. And that's where the beach huts are. It's private property, obviously. Bly Manor, goodness me. And that's a very nice bit of grass, isn't it? That belongs to houses, obviously. I don't know if it belongs to one of them or kind of in common, but very common. It's not too muddy down here. No, the roads, I think, are quite, I don't know whether the world uses the word, but they're looked after reasonably well, and they don't appear to be too bad. And this is a funny little church. It's St Nicholas Parish of Felixstowe. And I think they have a few services in here every year, which is really quite nice. And that's the back view of the terrace, as you can see. There's some people who lived down here many years ago. Residents access only, very sensible. My nose is getting cold, so time I am back for the car because I can't dive in the pub for a beer. Really sad, isn't it? We'll come back here again on another kind of day, hopefully, when it's maybe a bit windier and a bit rougher, because you have to be honest and say that the sea looks good when it's rough, although having been out on it many times, when it's rough, I'm not so enthusiastic about that aspect these days. And that, of course, is the back of the pub, looking, I suppose you would say, pretty unpleasant. Good afternoon, young Adam Crane. Good afternoon, Adrian Reynolds. I don't drink and drive, certainly don't. Can't afford to drink and drive, can you really? It's too risky. That's really rather cute, isn't it? Miss Parr. Deben View. And this is a cute little place. Golf View. Oh well, we'll try and do small bits that you've never walked down another day, Jenny. Or Jenny, rather. Don't know whether this is the ferries and stock. Oh, I see. Right, okay. I shall step on the pavement. And then I'll go. Wait for these guys to go past before I cross the road. And there we have it. That's me back to where I parked the car. I hope you've enjoyed this morning's stroll. Gone on a bit longer than I expected, really. I didn't expect to do sort of a 25-minute stroll, but it's lovely to do. Lovely to get the fresh air down your lungs. Hi, Dawn. I can't because I'm going back to the car because my hand is frozen. Oh, my dear. Okay. That completes my little morning. I'll put that up so people can see it in the video. And thank you, Jenny. I've enjoyed it as well. It's been excellent. Okay. My name's Chris. This is Felixstowe Live. And I will, I'm pleased to say, see you soon.